All right, so today we're going to be talking about seasonal fitness. Now, as you know, there's 4 seasons, but you may not know this, that there's different ways that your body needs to accommodate to these seasons, okay? So that means that your workouts are going to differ as well as your nutritional needs. So first, let's go ahead and get right into fall and winter. It's October 23rd here in Philadelphia. It's approximately 80 degrees, not your typical winter. However, there are some things that you would need to do to prepare for the fall and the winter, all right? Obviously, one of those things is gathering nuts. No, I'm just joking. One of those things that you want to consider when it comes to the fall and the wintertime is the fact that it's getting darker and it's getting colder. What does that mean? That means you're going to be spending less time outdoors and more time indoors. So you're going to be thinking about your indoor workouts more. You're going to be thinking about your weight training, thinking about getting on those machines, and thinking about what you're going to be doing, what shows you're going to be watching while you're getting on those machines. Just kidding. So one thing that is important is that when you're doing your indoor stuff, right? You're not going to be doing as much in terms of burning calories in your movements or in your workout routines. So you have to make your workout routines more efficient, meaning that you have to do more weight training, more resistance training, more progressive overload training. And that's going to help you build the muscle that you need that's going to offset that inactivity that you have. Now, not only are you going to be inactive or less active, I should say, but you're also likely going to be eating more. And, we know around this time of year, there's holiday parties, there's Halloween, there's Thanksgiving, there's a lot of things that people go out and they celebrate for multiple days and they ingest more calories than they likely would during the summertime. So not only are you going to be inactive, but you're also going to be eating more. So again, you need to offset that by training with weights and bands and other things that are going to help you build muscle so that you can burn those calories that you're ingesting. Now, another factor, there's 3 factors. There's a lot of factors that, that are against us in the fall and the winter. But there's another thing. Your body essentially goes into hibernation mode between the fall and the winter time because of the fact that, it's darker, it's colder. Your body has to prepare for that. We haven't evolved much in the last million or so years that we've been human beings. So at the end of the day, we have to accommodate for the fact that our body believes there's going to be less food available. And so, again, weight training is going to be your way to do that. Now, a lot of people think about, cardiovascular training as something that's going to help them burn off those calories. And it's great because, when you look on the machine after you finish your workout, it says you burned 600 calories and that feels great. But at the end of the day, those 600 calories are only calories burnt on that machine. You will not burn any more calories after you step off that machine. However, when you're weight training, you may burn 300 calories in your workout, but overall, over time, you're going to be burning more calories because your muscles are going to require more calories. So this is something to consider. Not only are we more less active, not only are we eating more, but our body is just going to have a lower metabolic rate. So you're just going to be burning less energy that you're consuming overall. So you have to be aware of that, be mindful of that, and take that into consideration when you're building your workout routines. All right. Now, cardiovascular, I just mentioned that just a few moments ago. I know it's super tough. I mean, running outside is beautiful. You can stop and smell the roses. You're outdoors. You're in the fresh air. And then, you go indoors and it's dark. And, well, hopefully it's not dark, actually. But it's not as lighted as it is outdoors. And, of course, you're in a room with other people. And the only thing you have to look at is maybe the latest show on Netflix or whatever your local gym is playing. So you probably don't want to spend as much time doing that cardio. So I suggest if you're a runner, maybe add in more exercises that are more cardiovascular centric. Say instead of just doing running on a treadmill, maybe add in a rower or something like that, or maybe do mountain climber or something like that, or burpees or other exercises that are going to get your heart rate up and help you work on those type 2 muscle fibers and help you get that explosive power so that when you get back out to running, you can run a little bit better. So that's pretty much does it. That's pretty much how the fall and the winter is going to work for you. When it comes to the spring and the summer, as we know, in the summertime you're going to be spending more time outdoors. In the spring, you want to prepare for that. All right, so you're going to be starting to eat lighter foods. In the wintertime, you're going to be eating heavier foods. You're obviously going to be eating those cakes and stuff like that, like I said in the parties. But you're going to want to start transitioning to lighter foods. But the most important thing, something that we do here specifically at General Fitness Company, because so many of my clients do outdoor activities during the summertime, is that we work on balance. Now, when you're indoors, here's the thing: that when you're indoors, you're walking on surfaces that you're relatively familiar with, and they're relatively flat. When you go outdoors, it's kind of unknown. Of course, you may be walking around your neighborhood, but you don't know what could be out there, and you don't know what what construction might be going on. You don't know what kind of divots might have happened during the wintertime. So although these might be minor things, if you're constantly walking, you're going 25, 30 miles a week, those things tend to add up. So we work on balance. It's a very important thing for us because we don't want to fall, but B, we want to be as efficient and effective as possible with each of our movements. So if we work on our balance over strength during the springtime, then when it comes to the summertime, that strength work is going to be a lot easier. And of course, they're going to be able to spend more time doing their walks, doing their runs, doing their hikes because they're going to be more stronger, they're going to have more balance, they're going to be more efficient and more effective with their movement. So I would highly suggest you do that. Now, you're going to be eating a little bit less during the summertime. You're going to be moving around. So you're going to be doing a lot more cardiovascular exercise. You just think about that when you thinking about your meal planning at home. You're going to be eating less overall. You're probably going to eat more salads, eating lighter stuff. So you want to make sure that you are still getting in your protein, even though you're all moving around. You still want to get in your protein so you can feed your body so they can be capable of doing those things like running, walking, and hiking. All right. So hopefully that gives you a little idea of how you want to train yourself in the fall, summer, winter, and spring. If you have any questions or if you want to add to this, I would love for you to put it down below in the comment section. Of course, I would also love for you to join our team, be a part of these 500 or so subscribers, and click on that subscribe button. I'd love for you to do that so you can be notified on the next video. All right. Thanks for watching, and thanks for listening. And as always, keep good company.